Guys, for the first time in a long while, I'm not afraid to think of the future, and when I do, I find myself excited, perhaps. I don't expect it'll be easy, but that's alright. I've got Sid. Oh, didn't we fight your mum last time, didn't we? Very depressing, I remember. Ah, Ty, fellow master of the dark... Oh, shit. Ah, Ty, fellow master of the dark arts. And yet, that is but one of many faces you wear. Slayer of gods, rider of dragons, savior of Ishgard, a hero by any measure, who stood against Nidhogg on the steps of faith when others fled. A hero who walks in light and fights for great causes, and a knight who walks in darkness and fights the forgotten. A contradiction, some might say. Rubbish, I say. But you tell me, do you yet walk the path? So long as innocents suffer, I will not forsake the abyss. I thought not. Then let us speak as comrades. Ishgard has seen much change in recent days, and many proclaim it to be the dawning of a new era of peace and prosperity. An enlightened age, yet as we both know, the brighter the light, the deeper the shadows. As dark knights we must remain vigilant for injustice, and be ever ready to defend the weak and downtrodden, now more than ever. It's been a while since we patrolled the streets of our fair city, felt the cobbles beneath our boots, and so forth. A tear from the top of the might be in order. Why don't we start at the last vigil? Sure thing, buddy. Sure thing. I don't want this on. Sounds nice. Nice little day trip. What could possibly go wrong? I can't think of a single thing that would go wrong. Alright. Last vigil. Bada boom, boom, bada boom. Something else. Fuck's sake. Something else. I wonder how many of these are just like... Actually, I think that's just one of the flight things, isn't it? Should technically already have flight here. As you look on for Tom's Manor, you but reflect upon your time in Ishgard, the comrades with whom you travelled, and those lost along the way. Buddy? You seem distracted. Ah, you're right. You were a ward of ours for Tom. Still am, buddy. Or maybe I'm not. Once upon a time. No, I suppose not. Oh? Darndest thing. But I swear I heard something in your pack break. Bloody hells. Is that your soul, Crystal? What happened to the other half? I don't know. Forgive me, it seems I'm the one responsible. Oh, excuse me, how dare you? This baby is ill. I do not know you, boy. I guess not. Name yourself. Mist, my lord. I'm no lord and you're no Mist. Don't think I would know a bastard of the burn by sight. I have a power which I can use to help those in need. Alas, this power requires a tremendous quantity of ether. I thought to draw on natural sources nearby, but in doing so, I stole a portion of that contained within your crystal. Forgive me, please, forgive me. I will return it to you, I promise. But I must first ask that you allow me to use a portion. Mist, was it? Who do you want to help? Anyone, everyone. Look around you. Is not this world filled with sadness and despair? If I can free but a single person from their burdens. He means well enough. Why don't we help him and find someone in need and give them a chance to use his power? Oh, bloody brilliant. Let's believe the mysterious boy with the mysterious power who mysteriously stole a portion of Ty's soul crystal. What could possibly go wrong? Well, it's your crystal, Ty. Either we deal with the boy here and now, or we go along with his plan. And since you're not reaching for your sword, I gather it's the latter. Congratulations, boy. You get your wish. We're not like to find any poor unfortunate souls here, so I suggest we head to the Foundation, and if we find no one suitable there, you are able to return what you stole at once. Understood? Yes, my lord. Thank you for placing your trust in me. Team, away! Alright. Where are we going? To the Forgotten Night. Very well. Very well. What could possibly go wrong? Coin in the coffer, my lady. Until you pay what's owed, you'll get naught more than me and my boys. Naught more from me and me boys. You have my assurances that the remaining funds will be delivered soon. Surely that is enough to convince you to resume your work. I've got a score of clients clamouring for me services. Clients willing to pay in full, in advance. I'd be a fool to put you ahead of them. I understand that. I do. But it has been an eternity since we first brokered this arrangement, and many of the clients of whom you speak have come to you but recently. I know this to be true. It's one thing to aid a socialite, my lady, but you've got to understand me position here. Bloody politics it is. No man lifts a chisel till we've paid in full. I'm sorry, but that's the way it's got to be. A blessed evening to you. Oh, I beg your pardon. I did not notice you standing there. No worries. As you may have overheard, I am funding the restoration of the statue of Saint Valerian, and as you may have guessed, it is not going well. On account of my insufficient funds and my family's growing infamy, my cousin was Sir Ignace de Vizaine of the Heavens Ward. He served the Archbishop faithfully, together with his sworn brothers, great goodly men who were complicit in terrible crimes. Sir Emmerich and this warrior of light, it believed. Hi. How are you? Ignace was distraught when he learned that the statue had been destroyed by the Dravanians. He took it upon himself to champion its restoration. But because of these tales, others are reluctant to involve themselves. I do not know nor care if Sir Emric speaks the truth. Ignace was my cousin, and the man of the Fury, and I will honor him by completing his legacy. He's a bit of an asshole though, wasn't he? Or so I once believed. Perhaps it is indeed beyond me. Alright, kiddo. Time to prove your magic. Forgive me, cousin. I tried. No one can doubt that. That is the truth. Alright, where are you? Oh, sorry. We found someone, didn't we? I knew it. I knew we would. I can help her. Yes, yes. I will make it right. I have the power. Come, let us not keep this poor woman waiting. Alright, buddy. See what you can do. Bum 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 bada bum. Is this she? The one you would have me help? Indeed. Is this child a friend of yours? The way he stares at me is somewhat... Do you wish to see your cousin again? Well, yes. I would love to see Ignace again. More than anything. But I know I will not. He works in Aloni's halls, I am certain. Think of him. Think of his face, of his smile, of his laugh. Remember every moment you shared, every memory, and hold that image of him in your mind's eye. And then go to a quiet place you shared where no one will come. Wait for me there. I really don't understand what all this is about, but since you seem so earnest, I will trust in you and do as you ask. There is a garden to the south of the tribunal, of which we were both fond. I pray you will explain all to me when this is finished. We sure will. Go with her. I will go find Sid and Rail, and bring them with me. Then you will all understand what I can do, and why you must help me. That is a promise. Alright, buddy. You. Back to the vigil, huh? Alrighty. To the vigil. Oh shit. Did I want to come down here? I hope so. It doesn't look like it, does it? Wow, mistakes were made. Many mistakes. Hello. I think of Ignace every day. What is this meant to accomplish? We'll see, I guess. I'm as intrigued as you are, my lady. Ah, your friend has arrived. He's brought companions, I see. No, it cannot be. Ignace? Is that really you? Oh, praise Alone. You're alive. You're alive. My dear cousin, How it warms my heart to see you in good health. I pray you will forgive me for my lengthy absence. Don't be foolish. There is only joy to see you returned. Come, we must go to your father and mother at once. How they will weep at the sight of you. I cannot. Better for them to mourn me as the son who gave his life in service to his archbishop and his home. I have heard that you yet labor to see the statue of Saint Valeran restored. Know that I am grateful beyond measure. I am undeserving of your praise, cousin. For all my efforts, the statue remains a shattered ruin. But seeing you here, so full of light and life, fills me with renewed conviction. I will see it through, I swear to you. And if you have indeed done the things they say, then perhaps it will earn you a measure of forgiveness. I love you, cousin, now and ever after. Look after my parents, and yourself. I don't know how you did it, but thank you for bringing him back to me. But you must know he is not safe here. I pray you help him to flee the city. She's right. This guard is no place for a man of the Heaven's Ward. We will sneak him out of the city. The fewer the better. Meet us at Falcon's Nest after. We'll have much to discuss. I should probably take my helmet off for this, shouldn't I? Is he actually back? Or is it all a trick? I will never forget this kindness. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart. You're more than welcome. Although I didn't really do anything. Yeah, this is the visor. We'll try the visor, we'll see what it looks like. I feel like it's it might look a bit goofy. Falcon's Nest, eh? Oh, I probably need to get this specifically, don't I? Yeah. Come in. Alright. Lay down there. Or up. There we go. For fear of being seen by the sentries, I bade the others go on ahead. We should hurry. The further they take Ignace from Mille, the weaker he will become. And pray we are not too late. Interesting. Wonder if this is only temporary then. Oh, crikey. That doesn't look great. God damn it. I should have known. You did, to be fair. I don't understand. What happened to him? In the depths of the abyss, a flame lingers. Kira, forgive me. Forgive me. I should have known that the magic would not sustain itself much longer. That which you see before you is Ignace, or that which remains of him. I can give the memories form, I can breathe them full of life and return them to their loved ones. But as the memory fades, so too does the magic. Ether, formless and free, that which I took I used to make Ignace and Mille whole. Draw your sword, reclaim that which was lost, consume the abyss with the Soul Eater. Alright, buddy. You ready, Yosuke? You ready, buddy? Let's see if they've got anything to say. Yeah, okay. In the depths, okay. Use Soul Eater. Is that an ability? Yeah. Cool. That's a neat little trick. Neat little, way to do that. It is finished. Good enough. I've had enough of this farce. Conjuring a simulacrum of a bloody night of the heavens warred in the middle of Ishgard. Fury, take me. You are a fool. We're lucky to be alive. Your soul crystal is restored, then? It would seem so. Do we not? No. Or not. We had an agreement, boy. You were to return that which you stole. Forgive me. Forgive me. I return to you that which was used to give Ignace life, but as for the remainder... 4 more times. It is within my power to do this 4 more times. 4 more times, and you shall be made whole. You have my word. For a boy with such an incredible power, you are remarkably helpless. Not only do you rob Ty of his ether, you imposed upon him to find your people in need. You want to do good, you want to be a hero, you want to help people, then why weren't you better prepared? I will never be a hero. I only wanted to help. It is not death itself we fear, but the unfinished story, the promise of what could have been. It is enough to break a heart, and a man. The shattered pieces of a life that will never come together again. But if a glimpse of their loved ones grants them the peace they deserve, then I must. I must. It is your decision, Ty. You are the victim here. Perhaps some good may come of this. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Together we will make them whole. We're not going anywhere, Meest. Even Sid. He may look and act like a chocobo's ass, but he means well. Fine, fine. I'm only going to put the fear of gods into the little shite. But by all means, go ahead and undermine my authority. Anyway, I don't have enough freeze to death out here in the snow. Let's return to the Falcon's Nest and discuss what to do next. Alrighty. Alrighty, bye-bye. Alright, Helmet. You're off. You're off the team, Helmet. So long. You know, it might not be the season for this, but it sure is the fucking location for it. Look at all this fucking snow. You were around there, weren't you? Yeah, there we go. I knew you would understand. How could you not? For the most part, I'm happy to go along with Sid's act, but every now and then I have to remind him not to be so bloody grim-dark. Just what I needed. Another child to look after. Am I a Dark Knight or a nursemaid? I don't even know anymore. But times they are ever changing, and perhaps we Dark Knights must change with them. Long-held truths and lies. And villains, heroes. Though I should be glad if I never have to deal with another hero again. You're looking at one, buddy. No offense, of course. But you are the exception that proves the rule. The righteous are all too uncompromising, and woe betide the man who offends their delicate sensibilities. If anything, you are too accommodating. But is your ether and soul crystal at stake? 4 times he swears, but we shall hold him to it. Together. In the meantime, you may as well get some rest to attend to other matters. These two can keep themselves company. Maybe I'll find somewhere to take a nap, or a tavern to have a drink. Oh, we'll just go right into the next quest straight away. How about we do that instead? So requirements, yeah. I know you, I'm right here. I knew you would understand, okay. Okay. Oh, thank God. An adult. Ryle has been spending a lot of time with Meest, keeping him company and getting to know him and so forth. Not that there's much to know, he won't talk about his home or his past. Doesn't seem to have any interest in our skills beyond conjuring elaborate illusions derived from memories. No idea how he does it either, and more importantly, I'm not even sure how we could take back the ether he stole. We may have no choice but to agree to his terms, unless you are content to carry half a soul crystal. I can hear you whispering, you know. Mist means well, and Ty and I are willing to help him. Why aren't you? I didn't say I wasn't willing. I'm still here, aren't I? Right, then. We've found no one suitable for the boy's needs here. Rather than return to Ishgard, I say we return somewhere new. Let's head to Tailfeather. Alright. Works for me. I'm cool with it. Alright. Hello. How are you? Team? Ooh, big team. This place has seen its fair share of sadness. A prisoner of the High Houses. Interesting. Okay. Life here is not easy, but it is fulfilling all the same. That said, the hunters had no personal tales of profound tragedy to share. They did, however, tell me of an outsider recently brought here from Falcon's Nest. A prisoner, actually. A woman named Loudy. She is to atone for her crimes through hard labor, but the proctor has been zealous. He berates her constantly, and every day she bears fresh bruises. His guardian justice. I know it well. If this woman is performing various chores for the hunters, then it should not be hard to find her. Come, let us look around. Look around, look up and get down. Hello, little chocobo. Hello, little chocobo. Hey, little chocobo. Oh, it's a cute little chocobo. Alright, I'm done. I'm done being a dummy. Well, I wouldn't go that far. I'm content still being a dummy, I'm afraid. I must say, I must. Team? This is the place, isn't it? Into the child. You are not to speak unless spoken to. Is that clear? Who's this? She looks familiar. Is that her from, one of the patches in Heaven's Ward? The one that tried to rebel against the dragon friendship thing. the union between Ishgardian and dragon. She's been very happy because her husband died. Yes, my lord. Pray forgive my impudence. I think it's her. Do not play me for a fool. Your sins are beyond forgiveness. Sir Emmerich and his noble brethren may think you worthy of mercy, but I have seen your kind before. Swift death is more than you deserve. A swift death is more than that bastard deserves. I can't imagine what she did to deserve this kind of treatment. She knocked me out for one. That was very rude. But yeah, this is uncalled for. You know her tie. Awesome that she's been brought back into this. 7 hells! She's the one that led the protest at Falcon's Nest. The one that nearly put an end to the peace conference. And she poisoned you. Yeah. Well, that explains a lot. Though if you of all people can find it in your heart to forgive her, or at least forsake bloody revenge, then it's hard to look at this and call it justice. Her crimes were born of desperation and despair for the husband she lost. Perhaps if the two of them were to meet again. Don't be foolish. She knows he's dead. You'll only cause her pain. Pain is all that's left to her. Don't you see? How can they cry? How they cry in the dark. How they mourn their dead. How it festers and spreads and corrupts them thoroughly. We have seen it. We have made it. Fine, fine. Do what you will. Conjure our husband. But do not come crying when she curses you for your kindness. I will not give the hunters cause to turn their bows on us either. Ryle, and take me into the woods and hide. Ty and I will free the girl. Rather, I will free the girl. She would know you at once, and might misunderstand your intentions. We cannot risk the commotion. As for your part, no one is truly outside Halone's grace, don't you think? Confront the proctor. Make him see the error of his ways. If he is a good man, then he may yet repent of his wicked ways. If he refuses, then that is his choice to make. And he will have to accept the consequences of his actions. Doubly so if he bears steel, yes? Okay, buddy. Bah, the very sight of you fills me with murderous rage. See to your duties. I must needs cleanse myself of the impure thoughts, though communion with nature. Perhaps a spot of fishing is in order. Dun, 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 dun. Now's your chance. Yeah, I got this. My dude looks pretty good in some light. Some lights he looks like Play-Doh. But sometimes he looks pretty damn cool. I did have G-Shade on at one point, but I'm not sure I should put it on if I'm streaming. Who are you? Why do you disturb me? A concerned adventurer who objects to my treatment of a criminal. If only you knew her sins, she would have been thrown into a witch drop. Alas, the Lord Speaker in his boundless wisdom and mercy demanded that we spare the woman's life. But rest assured I will see that her every waking moment is filled with misery and scorn. No, you presume to judge me, a man of the church. I will not be cowed by your threats. The Fury guides and protect me. The Fury guide and protect me. Alright, well, screw you then, big jerk. Oh shit, there's more. Alright. Well, I mean, you brought it on yourself, buddy. You were given a chance to atone and you chose not. Yeah, big jerk. I'm flying in my Mechana team. I'm not sure we should be here. It's begun. We can but watch and see what happens. Look, we have brought them together. We have made her whole. How she smiles, how her eyes sparkle, how beautiful, this happiness. Oh, buddy. Every night I dream of your face. I could have tried to stop you from going back to the front. Could have begged and screamed and cursed, but I didn't, because I knew you'd listen. And even if you'd forgive me for it one day, I never would. The arrow that may have missed my heart, but I've been dead for a long time. All of this is just waiting. That's what I'd tell you, Stace, if I could. And then you'd stay. You can stay stuck in that moment, Loudy. You've got to go on. You've got to forgive yourself. You've got to let me go. But I won't. I won't. If I do, who'll be left to remember the man you were? The soldier, the husband. I'm the only one who knows. And it's my duty to hold on to that as long as I can. That's what I'd tell him, if he were here. But he's not. He'll never come home to me. So please, put an end to this. Whatever this witchcraft is. This is gonna be awkward. Tyre Mel, was this all you're doing? No, it was mine. Forgive me, I thought that I only wanted to. I was wrong, I see that now. You have every right to be upset. It's alright, boy. It is. I appreciate your kindness, even if it was misguided. You too, Ty. I blamed you for a lot of things. I hated you so much because, I don't know, because you came back, and Stace didn't maybe, because you weren't him. They say the war's over now, but it never ends for people like you, does it? There's always something worth fighting for. I know what you are. I heard the stories as a child. Of the ones with neither shield nor sigil, champions of the weak and the helpless, unheard by the law of man or God. I couldn't stop you any more than I could have stopped Stace from walking out that door that day. So fight, damn you, fight. If that's what you want, just don't squander the time in between. There's never enough. If there's a red-headed cat boy, tell him how you feel. Sorry. Suppose I owe it to him to try and make the most of what I've got left too. So I will. Take care, and thank you. Man, that was really sweet. What a great, man. I'm so glad they brought her back and did that. I had no idea. She's gone. Reclaim your ether, Ty. Man, I'm kinda sad. My eyes are welling up a bit. Crikey. The proctor's punishments were nothing compared to her own guilt. Forgive me. I was a fool. The abyss is yours, as it has always been. Consume it. I mean, it worked out in the end, buddy. I did try to warn the boy. Free. As the ether flows into your soul crystal once more, from the depths of the fading abyss, you hear a whisper. What's the whisper? The widow and her love. What's the bloody whisper? Is always this the... You have to read the quest text thing. Journal. Goodness in our heart, with a patient. Let's see. Loudie smiles and speaks of all things she wishes she could say to her dead husband. But no, she cannot. A lie, however sweet, is magic. But she is not upset. On the contrary, she understands and appreciates his kindness. Turning to you in a newfound sense of peace, she admits she once looked on you with hatred, but no longer. Fight, if it be your will, and if the gods show you favor, then so be it. And when you're called to account, so be it. I don't know then. I don't know what that whisper was. Alright. Yeah. Forgive me. Forgive me. In the end, I could not make her whole. So much pain, so much loss. How it fills my heart and overflows. Maybe it is indeed beyond us. Maybe it is not in our nature. You still got 3 more chances, don't you? There's no need to be so bloody melodramatic. At least not out there. We should go back to Tail Feather. Go on, kiddo. Go on. Go on. It's alright. Your words did more than hurt for her than my illusion. She is still a good person. And so are you. I pray you both remember. What? I heard they were good people. Try, buddy. I've not had to do anything too bad yet, I don't think. It'd be interesting if that ever has to happen in the story. You have to, like, do something bad for the greater good kind of thing. That's what I really liked about Shadowbringers. Like, it felt like it was the first time we got tested as a character. When it felt like we were responsible for bringing all the light back. Because we had too much of it in us. Yeah, we've... Really, I don't think we were the bad guy there. Like, but it's like, you feel like it, right? You feel like guilt, even though it's not necessarily your fault. Yeah, that's my favourite part, I think. She knew it was false, yet it still had power over her. Can there be truth in a lie? Perhaps salvation as well. They found comfort in seeing the dead. They had so much to say to them, but I don't know what I could say to her. Oh. Or is that how we're ending this, with her mother? Interesting. On to the next, I would say. But Miss looks to be in no state to continue. Which means we'll be staying here for a time, taking in the fresh country air. Me and my little ones. For what it's worth, I think that woman is better for what we did. Or at least as good as anyone can be after what she's been through. Alright, buddy. Stalwart Soul. Where'd that go? You. Deals unnecessary damage with a potency to all enemies. Combo Unleash. Where's Unleash? That's Unleash. Alright. Get your butt there, then. That's that, but just everyone, right? Pretty sure that was what I was planning with that. So what's this? Okay, so that's AoE 2. Coco, just trying to remember how I set this up. Oh, Ty. I imagine you'd like to get back to it. And so would I. Unfortunately, Mist remains inconsolable. His failure with Laudy, such as it was, weighs on his mind. He's afraid of repeating the same mistake with the others. And so, for lack of a better idea, I'm thinking it's time to pay another visit. Those fury little shites in the churning mists. What? But why? I can't imagine Mist helping a Moogle. My master used to take me to places like Mogholm when the city became too much. The fresh air, the quiet, the isolation. And yes, I have not forgotten how the Moogles helped Ryle and me when we were moody and brooding. Though I would argue that we reconciled in spite of their intervention, not because of it. I can't necessarily argue there. Whatever you say, Sid. Whatever you say. Don't worry. I haven't given up yet. How could I? You wouldn't. I believe you.